This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, Siman Lamed. I got a lot of emails yesterday of people who want to show me how to put the knot of the shel rosh on top. I'm ready to see, but there's no way to do it without bending the ritzuos. You figured out how to do it with. Okay, if anyone could show me how to do it without bending the ritzuos, good. Okay, Siman Lamed. Zman hanachasan. When is the time to put on tefillin? Sif Aleph. Zman hanachasan ba'boiker. Mishayiras chaver rogel imay ktsas berichok dal ramos v'yakirenu. The first zman to put on tefillin is mishayaker, same as talis. When you could see your friend who you're somewhat acquainted with at a distance of 4 amos and recognize him. It says Mishna Berura hanachasan v'tzalemer tchilas zman hanachasan. The beginning time to play saman is mishayira, when you could see your friend. Umitzvasan kalayim. The mitzvah is to wear it all day. Ukila kaman mitzimin lamed zayin ayin sham. Vahatam. The reason why you have to wait until then. Da'ad zman hazeh chayshinon shema yishan bahem. Until this time, we're afraid you might sleep. Uvechlal laylahu le'inyan tefillin. And included in night, and it's part of night regarding tefillin. Question for you. Why don't we make a bracha on wearing tefillin at night? We said because we hold Laila's man tefillin. Yeah, but you're not allowed to wear them because of the Rabbanan. So why can't you make the bracha on the Rabbanan? Regarding Shabbos, the Mishna Berura said, well, even Friday, you don't make a bracha because it's not barur that there's an Isser D'Rabbanan. Okay, but at night it's barur that there's an Isser D'Rabbanan. So why would that absolute Isser D'Rabbanan not warrant making a bracha on the tefillin? Okay, anyway. If you know the guy well, you could tell him from a mile away. But if you don't know him at all, you won't recognize him even if he's in front of your nose. So now, what is Mishayakir? This is one of the biggest machloikesin you'll ever come across in identifying the Zman of Mishayakir. In the Dirshu he brings down, the Bir Halacha says, the Pri Megadim is 1/10 of an hour, 6 minutes after Alois HaShachar. You hear this? The Pri Megadim says 6 minutes. No, we don't do that. The Minchas Yitzchak says it's between 15 minutes and 30 minutes after Alois HaShachar. The Kaf HaChaim and Rabbi Michal Kaczynski say in Yerushalayim, an hour before Nates. So that's probably more like 12 minutes. The Sefer Nivresha says 20 minutes after Alois. Some say about 33 minutes after Alois. The Goyes Moshe says it's 35 to 40 minutes before Neitz Hachama. So it's basically 35 to 38 minutes after Alois HaShachar. Rabbi Yaakov Kamenetsky says 36 minutes before Neitz Hachama. 37 is Safek. So basically that's pretty late. Rabbi Yashiv held 30 minutes. Rav Shlomo Zalman says it's less than 50 minutes before Neitz Hachama. Rabbi Yashiv says, like Rabbi Yeager pointed out, don't put on tefillin until you're within 30 minutes of Neitz Hachama. U'lechaira, this is what a person should be makbid on. You know, you're on a plane, you got to get up early. One should try to make sure not to put on talis and tefillin until 30 minutes before Neitz Hachama. Fine. Again, Rav Sternbuch says, sorry for the background noise, Rav Sternbuch says it really depends on your personal location. So it's very hard to say, Rav Shlomo Zalman said, or Rabbi Yashiv said, it could be they're not arguing on Ramesh, it really depends on the location. The Mishna Berura continues. Sif Katan, Sif Beis, Aser Lohaniach Tefillin B'Laila. It's Aser to put on Tefillin at night. Shema Yishkachem, you might forget. V'yishan mehem, and you'll fall asleep. If you put it on before Shkia and it became dark, afilu heim alav kol halayla, even if they're on you the whole night, mutter, it's permitted. Meaning you're not allowed to put on tefillin at night, but if you put it on during the day, they're allowed to stay on you at night. Vein moirin kain. But we don't tell people, we don't paskin this way. In other words, we're not going to instruct somebody to do this, but technically speaking, if you want to wear tefillin all night long, you could if you put it on while it was still day. If you didn't take off your tefillin from Shkia, because you had nowhere safe to put them, and they're still on you to guard it, that's mutter. Umayrin kain, not only is it mutter, but we even paskin that way. Says the Mishna Berura, Sivkatan Gimel, Balaylu ben Ashvashais, ben Ashvashais midivrei Magen Avraham Mashna de mutter chadchila niach. That from the Magen Avraham Mashna chadchila you're allowed to put on tefillin ben Ashvashais. Pri Megadim mistapik bazeh. The Pri Megadim is misupik. Im loy shaloi kiyem adayin mitzvahs tefillin ba'oisa yom da'az yenichem ben Ashvashais. If for whatever reason a person did not put on tefillin that day, they should put on tefillin ben hashmashais. Why? Savik dairaisa l'chumra. The Mishna Berura though says you should not make a bracha. The Bir Halacha later on Siman Samachay. V'yishan bahem. You might fall asleep. V'chashinon shema yafiach b'shnasai. We're afraid you might pass gas while you're sleeping. Ava midairaisa mutar alanicha malayla. Midairaisa you're allowed to put on tefillin at night. Dekaimalan laila zman tefillin. Kaidem. If you put them on before Shkia, right? The rabbis only said you can't put them on l'chadchila at night. If they're already on me, the rabbis did not require you to remove them. Kol halayla, technically, they could remain on you the whole night. Perish kozman she'en cholzan, so long as you don't remove them. Once you take them off, you can't put them back on. Mutter, it's permitted to leave them on, but we don't instruct this. Right, so ad zman sharoit salishan. You can leave them on until you go to sleep. But when you go to sleep, of course you have to remove them because it's prohibited to sleep a established sleep in the tefillin. The efshir de balayla dizman sheinuhu afilu shenas arayos medina. It could be now the Mishna Berura says a chiddush. Even though shenas aray, it seems like it's mutter and tefillin, but at night, even shena sarai is asur because it's the zman of shena. What does it mean? Ve'ein moirin kain. We don't instruct people they can leave their tefillin on. Halach l'maytzah acher, and we don't tell others about this. Shema yavayu la'anichan l'chadchila, lest they come to put it on l'chadchila. V'alkin lo yasa kain ela beinu l'veinatza. Therefore, do it in private if you want to leave it on. Avaloi barabim duhu gam kain kaira. Doing something publicly is like a psak. Do not pray in them on a tfilas tainis, on a tainis sibur barabim. V'nimtsu'u alav. However, if you didn't remove it because you had nowhere safe to keep it, and you're keeping it on you to guard it, that's moirin kain. Davka nimtsu mekilina moirin. Only if it is found on you. Shebeshvil hashmira in tzarich lachatz afil kol halayla. In order to guard it, you don't have to remove it the whole night. Kozman shel yashin. But to put it on l'chadchila at night to guard it, that is asur even l'chadchila. And v'yesh b'kilim bezeh, there are those who are lenient and they say you could even put it on l'chadchila for shmira. Okay, everyone. I wish everybody a wonderful day. Bracha v'hatzlacha. Kol tov.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.